This is David, and I wanted to show you the LLM Vulnerability Scanner, which automatically generates realistic evaluation scenarios for your AI agent. It then categorizes all of these scenarios as critical, major, or minor, showcasing which of these scenarios are more realistic and also more likely to pose a risk for your company. And all of these attack patterns are actually generated according to 11 categories, most of which has been linked to OWASP security standards, and some of which are more focused on business issues, like, for example, the harmful content generation. Then if you scroll down, what you can see is all of the probes per category, and an overview of the probes you can actually find within the documentation. And if you go in the documentation and you go to Hub UI, Launch Vulnerability Scan, and then Attack Categories, you get an overview of each one of these categories and the probes that belong to these attacks. So going back to the UI, what you normally do is go over each one of these probes individually to review and see if you want to add them to your evaluation dataset. So let's go and review some citation injection probes. Then looking at these probes, what we can see is a high-level overview of the evaluation of an LLM agent, whether the probe succeeded or not. When going over these, you can decide to send them to an evaluation dataset to use them later on during your evaluation runs, or mark as a false positive and mention that it's not relevant for your evaluation dataset. So let's take a look on how to launch this scan. If you go to the sidebar to new scan, you can then select the agent on which you want to execute the scan. You can include a knowledge base, which ensures that all of these attacks are actually adapted to your specific usage scenario. And then you can select these probes that we've gone over and launch the scan. If you want to launch this via the SDK as a Python user, you can also go to our documentation and then to Hub SDK launch vulnerability scans. As you can see here, you initialize the client, get a model ID, and then directly start running the scan on top of that model ID. You can wait for completion and then start printing the metrics.